Hey everybody, it's Daniel. Happy Wednesday. It is Holy Week here in Madrid and I have some free time. So I'm going to go take some photos in the center of Madrid. I'm going to a neighborhood called, well, Argüelles, Ciudad Universitaria, something similar to that. So it's going to be interesting. We're just going to see some things in English today. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go catch the metro. Okay, so this is the Conde Duque neighborhood. I made another video here at one point. The Conde Duque neighborhood is very close to Plaza España, and right behind me you can see the big attraction of the neighborhood. It's an old barracks which is now a contemporary art museum, a cultural center. There's a library inside, and they also have in summer a beer garden sort of thing that they do. It's a very nice place to spend time. Also outside of the cultural center there's a couple of small streets and squares where there are a lot of bars, sidewalk cafes, places where you can have a drink or get some coffee and sit in the sun, which is a nice thing to do at this time of year. So I'm going to go down and take pictures of the barracks, specifically because I have this new job with Lonely Planet, the travel company. They publish the travel guides, the books, and they also have a website, and I'm working on the website about Madrid, which is very interesting. Basically because it forces me to walk around Madrid like a tourist. I have lived here for 12 years, more than 12 years at this point, close to 13 years. But it's very interesting that there are so many places I don't know or that I never really paid attention to. The place back here I've been, the barracks, but there are a lot of places around Argüelles, where we're going later, that I have no idea about them, because it's just a neighborhood I've never spent much time in. So, well, we're going to learn some things and take some photos for the website, and it's going to be great. So, see you in a bit. Okay, so it's a little bit of a long story, but I was out walking around. I decided to get some coffee. I ran into some friends who introduced me to
Olivia.
Olivia, and of course Olivia is from
England.
England. Could you tell us something about where you're from in England?
Well, I always say I'm either from London or Brighton because I live in a village that's slap bang in the middle of the two, which is in the middle of nowhere, so just in the countryside.
Slap bang in the middle of London and Brighton.
Yeah.
Brighton's in the south?
Yeah, Brighton's right on the
beach?
coast, but I live in a kind of hippie village. It's cool, actually. It's an interesting place to grow up in.
A cool hippie village slap bang in the middle of the south of England then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was just in London a few weeks ago. I really loved
really?
it.
Where were you?
My friend lives close to Clapham, I believe.
Okay, yeah. In the
Somewhere
south.
Southeast,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah,
West?
London's nice.
No, east. West. West.
It's busy though. London
Oh
is
my God,
so
yeah.
busy and expensive.
Yeah.
I was just there with Felicia, and I was taking her around Soho and Bloomsbury, and it was so lively and so cool, but so expensive.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
it just takes all your money.
And this is not your first time in Madrid?
No, I lived here last year, and I was doing Erasmus, so I really got to know the whole city, because it's so easy to just live in Madrid, and it's so small, so you can really get to know the city really well, and everything's so cheap, so you can just meet people and hang out really easily.
This is something that people who, spend a lot of time in London, they come to Madrid and they say, Madrid is so small and cheap.
It is so small though, like you can walk in the centre for like half an hour and you've pretty much covered the majority of the centre, I'd say.
Well, yeah, okay, sure.
Like, I know, but like you walk half an hour and you've walked one tube stop in London. Like that's how big London is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, London is just huge and
It's
amazing.
massive.
Okay, and what do you think of Madrid besides small and cheap?
It's just like a really nice culture because everyone's a lot more social because it's so warm, and everything revolves around food a lot more in Spain because like food is such a big thing. Like they have 2-hour lunch times,
Yeah.
so they really take their time to enjoy themselves, which is like a really nice culture to come to. And yeah, everything's a lot more social in a way, I think.
Okay, you think you have a lot of Spanish friends?
Yeah, I've got like a couple dotted around.
Dotted around.
Dotted around.
Wow.
Madrid.
Okay, it's interesting. British slang, things British people say.
British
Okay.
slang. Well, it's hard to say. I don't know. Like British slang is very particular to the region, I guess. So there's a lot of slang in London. Like
Yeah.
people say mate a lot. Like oi mate, oi, like to your friend or to anyone. Like mate, how you doing?
Yeah. You don't even pronounce the T in mate.
You just say mate.
Mate.
Well, it also depends on the accent. Like London accents are very different depending on like where you came from in London. So there's like London slang there. Oi mate, what are you up to? You want to go down pub?
Yeah, that sounds pretty nice.
In London they say, oh, that's peak mate. That's peak. Like it's either really good, like it's peak really good, or peak bad. So
Peak can be good or bad.
yeah, that's
Fascinating.
peak mate.
That's peak.
I don't know. People call each other love a lot, like to women, like love in a kind of endearing way. But you can say that to strangers a lot of the time. Slang. I don't know.
Okay. No, and how long are you going to be here in Spain?
So I leave next Wednesday, but we're going to visit Alicante for the weekend. So really, I'm not in Madrid for very long.
Have you been to Alicante before?
No. So I'm excited to see the beach.
It's nice, yeah. Playa de San Juan. I was there
Oh, okay.
in January.
Okay.
Very nice place.
Cool.
Well,
I'm excited.
anything you'd like to add? Anything you'd like my massive audience to know about?
Visit Madrid because you'll love it. I don't know.
Yeah, Madrid is great.
Madrid is great.
Well, thanks for being on my video, Olivia.
You're welcome.
Okay, so a couple of hours later, I've had my coffee and I've made it to Parque del Oeste, which is a nice park here close to the university, Complutense University. So I'm here to take photos of a couple of the important buildings nearby. One of them you can actually see behind me a little bit. It is the Museum of America, which has artifacts from the countries in South America, generally from the indigenous peoples who were there when the Spanish arrived centuries ago. There's a lot of interesting stuff there and sort of a little bit of history of the colonization of these areas. And the other one is the Faro de Moncloa. The Faro de Moncloa is sort of a big tower which you can go up and you can see views of the city. It's just, you take the elevator up and you can look around. It's just kind of a viewpoint, I guess. It was closed for several years. Now it's open. And not much else. Here in the park, there is not much happening today. It's a quiet day. There's grass, there's the lake, there's a few people walking dogs. And yeah, that's about all. So I'm going to take some more pictures and continue this a little bit later on. Okay, so that's done. I got the photos I needed and it's pretty hot out here. I don't know, maybe I'm just not dressed for the weather, because here in Madrid we have an expression, hasta el 40 de mayo no te quites el sayo, which is unusual because I've never heard anyone use the word sayo ever outside of that expression, but sayo is like a coat, apparently. So, and el 40 de mayo is the 10th of June. It's the middle of April now, and it's pretty hot, but I guess it could be cold later. It will definitely be cold again before summer arrives, and I don't know. My body just isn't used to the heat like it used to be. Being from Arizona, the heat didn't used to bother me very much. This would have been a completely normal spring day before, but now it's like, oh, so hot. I need some water or a beer, or maybe 2 beers. I need also some lunch. I've been walking around all morning and it's time to eat something. So yeah, I'm gonna go home. If you have anything you'd like to know about Madrid, anything you'd like to see in Madrid in one of my videos, please tell me. I will attempt, at least, to make a video about whatever you think is interesting about the city. Because, you know, I'm here for you, my beautiful audience. So yeah, hope you have a great day. Happy Holy Week, and soon I will be publishing videos of one of the processions here in Madrid, probably. There's one tonight, and then the rest of the week there are a lot more. Thursday, Friday, Saturday probably, and also Sunday. There will be lots of processions. So lots of opportunities to make videos. Have a good day. Go to madridingles.net, or you can look for me on my other blog, The Chorizo Chronicles. It's pretty brilliant, and I talk about stuff here in Madrid. Anyway, have a good one. Until next time, bye.